Well, hello everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a very great weekend and a great start to the week, I hope. Here again, my name is Nerd Builder, and of course, today we're back in our MineColonies world. And yeah, so I did a little bit, unfortunately, we had some issues with the stream on Friday. There. Hey, John, welcome in. Hope we have a good stream today. Thank you very much, John. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Tezcat, welcome in. It's been a while, but glad you can make the stream this time. Well, welcome. Happy to have you here. And yeah, so Friday we had a little bit of issues. Hopefully today. Great ISP today. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We had a lot of rain up here that, I know it was kind of messing with work, not with my internet. I probably shouldn't even say that. I knock on wood right now. It was okay today, but I know other people were having issues. The seems like the whole Northeast got like a ton of rain between yesterday and today. So, but anyways, yeah, so yesterday I did a little bit of work. I had a little bit of time, and what I did, and I'm not sure if we'll have enough time for me to head over. Let's just take the bed with us. But let's head on over. I just want to show really quick, just a quick update. I did a few things off stream, kind of in preparation for what we're going to be doing for the episode this week. And also just some stuff I've been meaning to do. So I'm just going to head on over to the area where... Oh, ice. I indicated that we were going to be putting in like a farm, like auto farms and that. Any raids yet? So actually yesterday we had a small barbarian raid of about 10, but it ended up going very well. Again, they couldn't get over the wall, which was great there. So I just kind of stood there and picked them off with arrows. So we may or may not see a raid today. It was towards the end of when I was doing a little bit of work on the world yesterday, so we may not get one today. So if we don't get one today, we'll probably get a raid on Wednesday, I would think. There. Yeah, third B tower. Yeah, we're gonna be looking. I think what we're gonna do first is we're gonna upgrade our 2 existing guard towers, and then we're going to, from there, we'll also work on the school, and then we'll probably look to do the barracks maybe on Wednesday. There. So, but yeah, so what I did essentially is I came over here and I replanted the cotton field like over here. So I had a small one going by the rest of our crops, and I moved them over. The reason I wanted to get cotton in is because we can use it to create string, and that's going to help a lot, especially because we always have a string shortage. So I figured we're going to kind of scale this up a little bit more. So probably look to take it back a little bit further. And over here, we do have our automated sugarcane farm. So I worked on it a little bit on Friday for the parts that we were able to do on stream. Let's see. We got 7 from here already. I let this run for a little while yesterday, and 18 here. Looks like this one yielded a little bit more. So off to a good start. I'm happy with it. I also moved our canola field. Let's get the bed ready. We're probably just going to camp out here for tonight. I got the canola field moved over again. The canola is going to be for the ultimate car mod, so I moved it over here. Eventually, this is just kind of like I wanted to get this planted over here. We'll probably do a little bit more terraforming, not today, but here. But I'm happy with that. There. Yeah, you made pinholes of the of the raiders. Seriously, we shot them down. Is it lagging a little bit again? I hope not. It's looking okay on my end. I guess we'll watch. I'm not seeing any dropped frames. I tried to drop the stream quality down a little bit, and in the hopes that maybe that would help, because I felt like on Friday we were probably competing against a lot of other streamers and whatnot for some bandwidth. So I think that was in part. I'm not sure if I was having internet issues as well, but always could be a variety of things. Anyway, yeah, so this is what I was working on over here. I'm happy we were able to, kind of get this going. Definitely going to look to scale this up like a lot more, especially with like the cotton we're going to take back. The sugarcane farm, this will probably be the extent of it for now. We'll eventually put a greenhouse over this, but the thing is, for now, like, I eventually want to scale this up a little bit more. So I'm thinking about putting, like, one more of these, like, these little blocks like this over here. And eventually we might end up taking this back a little bit. I just kind of did this because it was already kind of cleared out from when we were getting ready for the, you know, for the sugarcane farm. So eventually I'll probably take this part out right here, and we'll probably do, like, one more of these blocks there. But again, I believe, how many do we have? We have 44, I believe. Yeah, because there's 11 per one, so 11, 22, 33, and 44. So that should be a pretty decent amount of output. And this week we're going to be looking to do the plantation for our episode. So that should help with sugar canes out. That's what I'll have the person who's going to be managing our plantation focus on. And eventually we want to do like an auto cactus farm as well. Right now I just kind of have it growing manually, but the paper thing is like a lot more needed right now. If you remember correctly, the MineColonies' intended way of getting string is a sheep farm, and I believe the Fletcher that could, could craft any cloth recipe, who could also, that would be great too. That's another thing that we need, because, you know, I sat down, oh, okay, just went off. There, I just saw it. Go there. Your GameSync Center customer say hi. Well, hello everyone, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well. So we're always going to lose a little bit here. So we lost a couple, but that's just, you know, how it's unfortunately going to be. Oh, I hope I can clear this. Let's see. Yay. I had 51 on me, but that's because we were over here doing it. But yeah, so 26 there, and yeah, 7 there. So not too bad. You know, it'll take a little while. Again, this hasn't been going that long, and we were just in winter. So part of it is that it's going to take a little bit of time to get this like going. We're heading into summer, probably. At least we're in the late stages of spring right now. So over the summer, they should hopefully really grow out there. So yeah, so I was working on this a little bit yesterday, and let me just show what else I did yesterday. It was actually like very productive, I think. I had a little bit of time last night, but I got back a little bit late. That's why we're streaming. That's why we didn't stream yesterday, but I had a little bit of time after getting back there. And also on Tezcat's point about the with the sheep, we do need, what I was saying, we need to get a we're gonna need to set up like a sheep farm for our colonists, because right now we just have a pig and we have a, let me just get this out of the way, a pig and a cow farm, which are having great outputs, but we're definitely gonna need a sheep one, and maybe a chicken one, I guess, for the Fletcher to get some like feathers and that. All right, so we'll look to do those soon too. I debated for what to do this week on the episode. I thought about originally doing like the smelter, and I really considered that a lot, just because I wanted to get up to like the stone smelting, which requires, you know, a smelter first. But I ultimately, you know, I felt right now we're going to do the plantation, and maybe the week after we'll do the stone smelter. There's so many different ones that we need that it's like, it's hard to pick. And we're also getting to the point now where we have to like research, because if we you know, like a lot of these builds require like some kind of research, or they require a building to be leveled up to a certain point. So it's getting a little bit more that like there's a little bit more of a, you know, a requirement beforehand before we could just kind of decide what we're doing. But I also upgraded the farmer here to level 3. So I thought this looked pretty cool, and assigned her over to a potato farm, which I kind of redid the crops a little bit, because we used to have canola in this area right over here, but then I planted potatoes and carrots in these 2 rows here. So now we have the giant grain one, we have a giant carrot field, potatoes, and she's currently managing the grain, carrots, and potatoes over here there too. Yeah, sheep farm. No, exactly. I could use that for sure. There. Hey, Bobo Tax, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Stone smelting seems really valuable with the stone style. Yeah, that's why I really considered it. You know, like doing the, because I think we have to do the smelter first, or there's a first smelter, and then there's the stone one, I believe, second there. Excuse me. So I waited a lot because I thought the first one was kind of like with the ores, which we have some from the miner, but not a lot. And I was kind of looking at like what we could use like more immediately. And I felt that the way to go was with the plantation, because everyone's been requesting paper and books. Or like, I should say not everyone, but the enchanter and the library and the school, you know, we've been getting requests for it. So it's been a little hard to keep up with that. So that's kind of why I went. That's why I think the plantation might be a good idea this week, but I definitely want to get the stone smelter, because that would really come in handy a lot and take a lot off, because again, if we can kind of automate that a little bit more, it's going to be less we have to gather for our builds. And then, yeah, is the first ghost ship gone? No, so it's still there. We're going to have to like take it down or something, because there's a lot of valuable resource there. So, you know, I definitely want to like take that down. That's a lot of wood. I see some, obviously the ladders, and I'm sure there's some chests that like I didn't grab some stuff out of. So we could definitely, you know, look to go do, you know, get that as well. And what's the population of the colony? I believe we're up to, let me check. I think we're up to 23. Oh, let's see. Let's head on over. I believe it's 23 or 24. Let me see. Yeah, any magic scrolls yet? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I don't believe that we have. Where is it? 25. Oh, wow. Oh, that's right. I remember, because we added the extra house last week. 9.9 happiness. Look at that. Everyone is very happy here. I hope that's out of 10 and not like out of 100. But yeah, so 25. 25 out of 27. All right, looking good there. So we're getting up there. You know, we're going to be looking to build another house this week as well there. And hey, stay out of mind. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Yeah, ghost ship TNT. Honestly, it weighed my mind of like torching it. And I think like after one of the recent pirate raids, like I very strongly considered just like taking a flint and steel out there and attempting to torch it and see what happened to the ship. after raiding all the valuable material, of course. I was I kind of got inspired, I guess, by like I don't know, Vikings or whatever else there, just to like torch it and that. So that's definitely on the table. Ooh, we are hot. Let's cool off. So definitely considered that, yeah, as well. Yeah, save the banners. Yeah, we'll probably go, like, what we'll do is, like, we'll probably strip down anything more. Like, I'll take those lanterns, because I think, like, we'll need the lanterns for future builds anyways. And, you know, we'll see whatever else we could just strip off of there, and then, I don't know, maybe we'll just, like, torch it, or we'll see if we could torch it or something like that after there. Did I research the increased citizen cap? So yes, so right now I got the one that's plus 25, the one that's plus 50, because right now we have a level 2 university, so we can't do that research yet, unfortunately. I am dreading this upgrade, I have to be honest, for the university. So I'm not sure where we're going to end up. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, because right now we have 2 citizens that are currently, like, they're at the library just kind of, like, learning up on, you know, or, you know, getting their skills up and that. So I haven't placed them yet. The one has a very high intelligence, but a low knowledge one. I thought he'd be like a great second researcher. The other one is kind of, she has a pretty good intelligence, and she actually has some pretty decent skills. So like, she might end up being the person I assign over to the plantation, I think. But, you know, I'm curious to see, because I think on Wednesday we're going to try to put in another house. And I think it's because we're kind of full up here. But I'm thinking about putting the house in somewhere over here, so we can maybe do some more shuffling of houses again. So maybe with the blacksmith and probably like the nether miner, when we reassign that position, you know, they'll probably occupy a house over here. But I want to keep like most of our industrial buildings over here. So like mines and any type of production buildings. So like the smelters and everything, we're going to make room down somewhere over here. you know, maybe we could even try to fit something in here, and I could probably terraform that back a little bit more, and we could do maybe more of a proper stairway down here. I also want to put in a road eventually through here, so I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of this, but, you know, I tried to align this because I think at the beginning, I think if I could go back, one of the things I would do is I would probably better align some of the buildings. Like we did it over there, and we did it here, and on this side too, but then there's some things like this that I was kind of picturing like a main road coming through like here, like through this area, like all the way down. But the issue is because, again, like I already had the mine there, so we put the nether miner in there like recently, but so this wasn't going to fit anyway. So I'm kind of thinking like, you know, how are we going to do this? You know, should I do like a twist and have it come down and have it go all the way down? So those are things like we'll get to that, you know, eventually. There. Also note that the raids get harder the more people and buildings you get. Absolutely, yeah. So that's that's why, like I said, like I think it's they're already pretty bad too. But yeah, so that's why I think today, like I said, we're gonna upgrade the 2 guard towers, and then we're gonna start on the school because that's still at level 1. We don't have many children, like, and they grow up so fast, so it hasn't really been an issue. But I think we're gonna look to upgrade there. The library raises intelligence and does nothing else, but the higher the intelligence, the higher stat gain is from working at their new job. Great, okay. Yeah, because I also looked at doing like a combat academy to kind of get those skills up, because I've noticed from a lot of our guards that they would actually probably be pretty decent nether miners, I think, because they seem to have high adaptability. So, you know, I thought about like doing a combat academy and essentially doing that as like a feeder for the guard position and for the nether mine there. Research rails yet? No. So I think I don't know if I unlocked it yet. I've seen it though, but we're gonna have to do that because, yeah, I mean, that would be great to put like a subway system in. I think that would be like really great at this point, because again, they are going far ways. Like we've been doing housing reshuffling where we can, but it would definitely be a huge benefit if we could get, you know, like get a rail system going there. Where are you building the garage for the cars mod at? So I'm thinking what we're gonna do is I'm probably gonna put in, when we do it, because I'm actually considering doing it soon, just because again it is so long now to get from one side of the colony to the other side because of how big this is. And, you know, we're going to put our house in eventually over here. That's why I've been kind of saving this real estate up here. But I think we're going to put in like a gas station, because we'll need a gas station for it. And, you know, we'll probably put that in over here. So maybe we'll build a garage somewhere over here as well. And yeah, because I want to be able to drive from one side to the other. And the other thing that we'll need to do is, because I'm not today, of course, probably later on, but the wall that's all the way at the distance side, so you can see the sugarcane farm very faintly off in the distance with all the stone. I do want to put like a small bridge or something across, so that way I could just like essentially maybe even just drive over there. No horses yet. I do have a saddle. I just never got around to getting a horse. I haven't seen really any roaming in this area. I mean, I'm guessing that there might be some up there a little ways away, because I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a horse walking around, but again, most of the time is spent like in this area. So, but there's been no like horses in this direct area there. So, yeah, while we're talking, let me get started on the build for today. So let's get started down here first. We'll have to make a red bed, which I do have some wool. We'll just have to dye it. And we may have to, actually I might have enough stone because I think I smelted a bunch down. All right, and obviously Maddox can do this. All right, so let's get this upgraded. And let's take a look at the school right now too. Where did all the iron golems go? Oh. They are still wandering around over here. I was actually over in this area. They're past that over there. So like they seem to have really taken up residence over there, because I released a bunch over there since we get a lot of raids there. And I think I don't know how smart the AI is with this, but it's been a while since we've been getting a lot of raids now from the west. We haven't been getting them so much from the east. I don't know if it takes into account that we do have the barracks over here, and I mean, I don't know if it would be able to trace like the iron golems in the wall, but I'm almost wondering if it took that into account, because we've been getting a lot of raids from the west, and we never used to get raids from the west like ever, but now they're like primarily coming from the west. So, you know, we're probably gonna have to put in, you know, I was thinking maybe, you know, like a combat academy or an archery, or like the one for archers. I'm blanking on the specific name, but I was thinking about that. I just noticed this. Interesting. I always thought this was like a uniform, like the gravel. I never noticed that was there. Okay. There, yeah, there's talk from the MineColonies devs that they will eventually add horse riding for the guards, which will be interesting. That would be cool. Especially for the knights. I mean, that does kind of make sense, you know, with like some of the a mounted cavalry. What do we need here? We should have enough to make some green carpet. All right, so we'll assign this over to Emmy. She could take care of this one. All right, so let's see here. Yeah, see with the books right now and the paper. I probably should break down the sugarcane into paper and have it dropped off. There. Yeah, you know what? Like knights that would be really cool. Like having like mounted, like a mounted, you know, type guard, and that would be awesome. The other thing I'd like too is, because I know, like obviously, like they're not there to be like the personal guard of us, but I kind of wish. Some people are asking for books. I think I dropped books off though, if I remember correctly. Where is? I have a bunch of stuff on me. Leather. Let me just make, because I saw a request for like, just make 3 books out of that. Okay. Emmy started on the school. Yeah, the knight ride the horse. Yeah, knight on the ground, men of the armor. Yeah, exactly. Pikeman would be cool too. Nope, not that iron. Actually, you know what? I'll drop that off in there too. Let's grab some more iron, replenish it for the blacksmith. Oh, and that's another thing too. We definitely need to get a second courier too. So I might make a modification to the schedule this week. We'll see. You know, it would probably come later in the week though if we do it, but we definitely need a second courier coming up. Ancient Tome, I think I dropped a bunch off there, so maybe there's waiting on a delivery. Everyone needs something. Okay, red bed, 26 stone blocks, 74 stone, 20 torches. Ugh, okay. Let's see. I think I have stone. I should have stone. Gravel. Stone bricks. Great. Okay. You're running out of daylight. There. You can tell the guards to follow you at their tower black. Yeah, so we actually have like we could reset it like there. I was hoping though, because I know what I should have said was with the rallying banner. I wish that they could go outside of like, because it kind of, you know, when we get close to the edge, because a lot of it, for example, on the western portion, actually you won't even be able to see. Let me just show it from here. On the western portion, you know, the colony kind of ends here, but again, we get recently been getting a lot of barbarian raids that come, excuse me, that come like in this area right here. So, you know, it's kind of advantageous to kind of go sit up on the wall here and then like pick them off as they're coming over. But again, like the rest of the guards will not come, you know, like really beyond this boundary, like over, yeah, I realize you can't see my mouse, you know, the boundary right there. So I kind of wish that like there was like kind of like a grace period like outside, because again, like, you know, like only for so much. Like I get why they wouldn't want like all of your entire guards like following you like all the way down, you know, somewhere down here. But I kind of wish that there would be like a little bit of a grace period just outside the colony there. Time to run the iron farm. Yeah, we're down to just about 2 double chests worth of iron, so we're scraping by. But I was doing a little AFK building there yesterday. I'll have to, or I'm sorry, killing there yesterday, so I'll have to probably go empty it. You know, it's probably about half full, I would think. By now, maybe a little less than half full. And that sleeping in the town hall, does that make you the mayor of the colony? Yeah, so I've official, like, we've been camping out here, so I don't know if we're squatting or that. I mean, right now it looks like we have a 9.9. Oh, we're getting hot. I think summer's here. We have a 9.9 out of 10 approval rating, so I think we're doing pretty good there. No serious challenges, I don't think, from anyone there. So, but yeah, we'll probably be sleeping in the town hall at least for the time being, and then eventually we'll look to, when we get our own house, that's when we'll stop squatting in the town hall. But for the time being, I've taken up residence there. And that, yeah, curs are kind of the backbone of a self-sufficient colony, which is, yeah, the interesting. You tend to neglect their happiness in your colonies. Yeah, it is really easy to, like, kind of overlook it, but yeah, you're right, because they are so important, because again, like, they're kind of keeping everything running so smoothly in that. And I know from ours, like, that she's definitely, like, there's a lot, we could probably use a second one, just because, again, like, I know that she's handling, like, a lot of different production buildings and running stuff around, and just the sheer size of the colony. So I think having a second one would really help out, and maybe help with some of it, because the delivery times, especially to, like, the builders, has been going down, like, big time. And I've noticed it recently. Part of it I attributed to, like, when the warehouse was having storage issues, that, you know, it was, like, really slowing things up, because then I would clear it out, and then I think she had a bunch of stuff that she, like, had in her inventory, and she was dropping it in there, and it was filling up, like, almost everything I took out. So, you know, right now we're good, because we're up to level 3, and we you know, I cleared out a bunch of the eggs. There's still more to go, but I still have a few stacks in my backpack here that I don't have room for. I don't want to be wasteful with them and just, like, throw them away, because we can use them for compost and that. I just have to remember to, like, go over there and, like, stay on top of it. In that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, mayor sheriff of the colony. Yeah, seriously, I'm like the head of the, like, the general of the army and the mayor. So I'm like everything there. But again, they all serve an important role in that, because, like I said, I don't have to do, like, really that much wood cutting anymore. I haven't done wood cutting in a long time, to be honest. Like, a session of just, like, sitting down and getting, like, a ton of wood, just because, again, like, our forester has been so sufficient. And I mean, I get cobblestone a lot, because, again, when we were taking down the hill over here, you know, that was really, you know, knocking down, or I was giving me a lot of cobblestone. So, but, you know, I've relied on the miner a lot to bring up cobblestone, and the food thing it's never been an issue for us. We've always been, like, good with food, and the restaurant is just, like, full. I think we almost have, like, 2 full racks of food, or at least 1.5, I should say. I was coming over here. Oh, shoot, I forgot to grab the... I don't suppose I have any on me, do I? Ah, shoot. We need the car, so we can just start driving back and forth. Yeah, running on the... yeah, 3 couriers in a colony. Yeah, a colony quarter that size, I think. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely long overdue. And that, so we'll look to add probably the second one in. Like I said, like, I think we're going to end up doing it later, probably later this week. I want to get another house built, I think, first. So maybe I'll move some stuff around on the schedule, and we could definitely try to get another one in to help out. There, all right, 4, and oh, I left the wool in the chest too. Let's grab that. Yeah, the Minecraft dev team should think about that. Yeah, adding bards for the tavern. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I think that would definitely be a good idea. I've been so impressed, because I know, well, they've been releasing updates. I check every so often for the 1.0 1.19. Excuse me. And I know that they release, you know, like alpha and betas it seems like every other day or something that they're uploading one, but no news on 1.19 yet. I'm excited to see what they add in the future, though. I think, you know, there's just so much to do in here. And again, like, we've only built, you know, maybe like less than half of the buildings, I believe. Oh. Wait, do I have extra? I just had a brain freeze. Alright, let's drop the red dye in here. Let's put it down here. Alright. So let's see, he also needed... Actually, where's that clipboard? That would be a lot easier than... Oh, here's a scroll. I should get one for Emmy, our other builder tool, too. Cobblestone slab. Okay, we got the bed. Stone. So he's got more than enough cobblestone. Cobblestone stairs, it looks like he's got more than enough. Should have more than enough oak fences, spruce doors. So basically he just needs from me torches and stone bricks. Alright, he needs 28, excuse me, 28 stove. 28. There, and torches. Do I have coal on me, right? Yeah, do I have any? We might have enough. Torch. Can always use more torches. There we go. So it looks like he might be okay otherwise. He's got no stone, though. But I think... How much stone do we have on us? We should have enough. Yeah, 64 and at least 34. Alright, let's go drop some stuff off there. And that... Yeah, the... yeah, fishtails, slimy, good to eat the fishtails. Yeah, time for jukebox in the tavern for music. Yeah, that would be... Can eventually look to put one in there, too. Gotta start getting some music discs. I don't think I have any music discs right now. Should probably look to do it. Yeah, 1/3 of the buildings in the mod pack. Yeah, that sounds probably about right. So we got a bunch more to add in. So I'm excited for it. Like I said, I love playing this. It's just so much fun. Fulfill. All right, hopefully he's fine. Let's cool off. And I guess we should check on Emmy as well. I should craft a scroll for her too. We should just have both on us. Alright, we cooled off there. I'll catch up on chat. Your personal focus when building a county is making it as self-sufficient as possible, which means, yeah, your counties tend to be large but rather low level. And that's a really good strategy, too. And I've been trying to take steps towards that, too, of, like, making them more self-sufficient where we can. And I've been able to do it to an extent. The thing that seems to be the issue is now that we have the blacksmith, that kind of takes away for us to craft tools, because they should hopefully be able to do it on their own now. But the other thing is, you know, the thing that we're relying on a lot is like the more specialty stuff, like the stone bricks or just stone in general, which again, when we get the smelter and that should help a lot. But I think we've taken a lot of big strides in like automating it. The food thing, I haven't had to worry about food in the longest time here. And the builders, you know, for the most part, they do get a bunch of material from the warehouse now, which is great. I think we have enough stuff in there now, but we're definitely taking strides to get there. Like, I feel a lot better because it used to be us really, really micromanaging. Now it's a little bit more hands-off that, you know, we just have to give a few things here and there. But that's definitely the goal, to get them to be, like, self-sufficient, and then, like, we'll just top off where we need to. All right, she needs... Is all she's asking for? 7 polished andesite? All right. There, and Starlight, hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. Here, yeah, torches. Is there a way to get shaders to work with MineColonies? So yes, so most of the shaders I found didn't work, and I think I can't remember. It might have been Goldbarks. I can't remember. Or was it Utah's Cat? I know someone made a recommendation for Which one is it? It's in the, I do have it in the links to it in the description to it, so that'll take you to the ones that do work. So essentially it's like a mod, because I know we're using like a fork of sodium that's compatible with Forge. So I'm blanking on the top of my head right now, but I do have the links to them there. Yeah, seeing this in the Sinjin series. Yeah, so I think I had to use it with a mod. Regular shaders, like it's like the internal shaders that they come with Minecraft, never worked for me. We were getting like all this weird, like the tiles were turning into like giant pink and black. You know, like it was distorting everything because I think it was having a hard time rendering with the shaders. But yeah, so the shaders that I have, it's like installed as actually, you know what? Let me go. That's right. I could just show right here. That's right, we're using Silder's Vibrant Shaders, but there is a way to make it work, though, with a mod, because I had to have one of the mods. It might have been the Fork of Sodium that did it there. I should really have, like, maybe I should make a video or something more kind of based on the mods and the settings that I have and everything. I do have the BSL ones, because I've heard the BSL ones work, too, but the Silder's Vibrant Shaders, I like them a lot. I definitely recommend them. I haven't had any issues with them so far, so I've been mostly happy, yeah, with them. But whenever you put shaders on, you get no texture chest. Yeah, you know what I was getting too? I was getting, when I tried with other shaders, I was getting essentially like I couldn't place any buildings down, like not in this world, like before when I was doing a test run before I started the series, which is why we didn't have shaders originally in the series, because when I did like a test run on this, you know, I did a test run on this before we started the series, and yeah, it was, like I said, I couldn't get them to work, but then it ended up being fine, like after I got a recommendation. So I've been happy with it. I don't think I would change the shaders as of now. I'm happy with their texture pack too. I know someone asked about it in the comments section. I forgot, I have to respond to that, but I did see the comment there, so I'll put the link into there. Because I got it over on Curse Forge as well. There. It is possible, but it's a little glitchy. Yeah, like I said here, the biggest thing that's causing, like it's the Oculus mod that's causing these random bars of light, which I don't believe that they've updated it yet or kind of fixed the issue with that. So every so often when you see those random bars of light running around, which they do happen from time to time, that's because of that mod, unfortunately, but it's needed to run some of the other mods. So, but it's not like a, you know, like a game breaking type thing. But Phil, what's going on in here? Having a meeting, I guess. Is that really all she needed for now? There. Yeah. That would help if there was a video, for sure. Yeah, maybe I can look to make one in one of these upcoming episodes, or that I could kind of talk a little bit more about, like, the mods that I have, maybe what they do. And that, because I have to update the list, but I think we have about 60 something installed. Some are performance side mods, though, to kind of help, you know, with like lag and that, because you can probably see in the top left, like, my frame rate isn't great. It's a lot better when I'm not streaming, but when I'm streaming, it does drop down the frames a little bit, unfortunately, there. So, but as long as we manage to, you know, somewhat stay okay, like if it starts getting too laggy, you just back out and go back in very quickly. But yeah, so they take a lot of resources up. Oh, it's definitely summer, because it's like we're getting hot. Should check the calendar there. One tutorial you would love is, yeah, getting MineColonies and better MC together. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I haven't really touched better MC, you know, before. I thought about messing around with like all the mods. I thought about doing that one, because I've seen some videos about that, and it was like you know, it was something else. Yeah, and Sinjin makes it look easy. Oh, okay, for sure. The bar, yeah, so that's what that is with the bar. It's just essentially, it's that Oculus mod that is what's causing that streak across. So it's kind of coming off their names. Like, I think it's just a way, I don't know if the shader is kind of messing with it or not, but, you know, for me, it hasn't been like a game breaker. Like, it's nothing, you know, like the thing that was a game breaker was like when all the roofs were like you know, black and pink up there, because I'm like, that just looks awful. And at the same time, like, you know, that you can't really make videos, or, you know, like I said, that would be just gaudy to look at, and it just doesn't look good. And that, so you definitely would need the performance ones. Well, like I said, you know, even here, because again, like, you know, I have a 3080, which I know Minecraft is very CPU dependent, but again, you know, for obviously with the shaders and the texture pack and with streaming, and then, you know, that it kind of does drain a bunch on the CPU there. So, but yeah, I do have a bunch of performance-esque mods looped in there. So, because normally I get, even though it's very low right now, I might have to like back out in a little while and go back, and it usually seems to fix it. But usually when I'm off stream, I'm getting 100, even with all this stuff, like the way that it is. And I actually have some of the settings turned up higher. I turned them down for the streams. I get like well over 100, about 105 to 110. I should say well over 100, but like 105 to 110 frames, which is pretty good, all things considered, because again, like, it is running like a lot there. The newest version of MineColonies are quite rough to run, I feel, especially modded. Yeah, so far, luckily, I haven't really noticed. I think I've just been lucky in that regard. I haven't had any that have like conflicted with it, that like broke it, or like, you know, made it that like it kind of broke something on it. I have heard of that happening though, that like certain mods could conflict with it. But luckily, like, you know, because I thought the Seasons mod was really cool, and some more like of the tough as nails and that, but I'm just kind of glad it doesn't really seem like the tough as nails component in that doesn't seem to really, you know, do much. Like, that doesn't really seem to hurt performance with MineColonies. So I don't think like there's any type of issues that I've had with the mods that we have installed, luckily. Needs one whole ladder. All right. There. One thing you think is amazing is that the colonists actually use the rail tracks that you place. Yeah, the I'm excited to eventually get that down, because that oh, I only have 2 sticks. I'm excited to get that down, because at the end of like, that's going to help a lot, because they have to travel such a far way. And that, I feel like that would really help, you know, a lot there. For us, like I said, we have the ultimate car mod installed, which I think we're going to start looking to do that, because I don't think you have to have a road for it to like be able to drive. I think it's just faster if you go on a road. But the road thing is going to be a little time consuming, because we're going to have to make, there is like a street, or like I think asphalt that comes, you know, with the pack as well, which what I'm picturing is using like asphalt as the road. And it's cool because like the pack actually has like where you can paint like lines in that, which I think is like really, really cool. And I think we're going to do like stone brick on the side. So most of it, which the clearest way, because again, I've done this before, like I've counted in videos, or in videos and other streams, and that is, you know, I'm planning on doing, I think, like, you know, two paths of like bricks, you know, as like a sidewalk going up, and then essentially having like a road, and then like a median in the middle here, since we kind of have these gaping holes in the middle for like our storage area and our smelting area, and then more road over here, and then a sidewalk on this side, and then maybe we'll put like trees, and like, you know, we'll get some, instead of like torches, maybe use like shroom lights, or, you know, something, a different type of light source, and we'll put like light poles all the way down, and that, so that's like, that's my vision for this. You know, it'll be a little bit before we fully get there, but that's kind of what I'm like hoping to do there. Yeah, it makes things move faster. Rail cars, no, for sure, it definitely does. Any new chief swords dropped in the last raid? No, unfortunately, I looked. Nothing dropped. We've had a lot more pirate attacks. It's been disproportionate pirate to, definitely disproportionate pirate to, you know, barbarian attacks. So unfortunately, no chief swords. Yay, pretty. All right, so we have one more guard tower we got to do over here. I guess we'll also have to check up on her. It looks like, okay, she replaced that, but I'm sure she needs more stuff, so we'll check up on that. For the rail system, you need to set the paths up reasonable, which can be a pain. Okay, it's good to know. So, Okay. We'll keep that in mind when we do it. That'll be a bigger project because I know I still have to do the research on it. And we'll have to figure out, like, specific... The other thing that I was thinking about, too, I guess, on that point, is how, like, so are we going to do, like, how should we do it? Because, like, I'm like, should we have a line that goes, like, you know, it kind of curves through, or should we have, like, two lines and one that branches off, like, you know, towards some of the areas over there, and then one that branches off down that way? You know, like, I wish we could have, like, you know, almost like a subway and make, like, intersecting tracks and everything. Whoa, getting laggy now. There, so that's something I have to, you know... Remind us the name of the colony again. I should probably make a better name, but I think right now it's just Nerd Builders Colony. We should come up with a name for it. I think we should come up with a name, like something a little bit better. I think maybe because, again, it is like a coastal... We are like on a coastal area. Because, again, we got like this... Technically, I think it's an ocean. You know, we have the ocean there. Yeah, it's just Nerd Builders Colony. We'll have to come up with a better name. Maybe we'll figure one out there. Any good research going on right now? So yesterday I had researched... we can head over. I'll have to make another bed. Alright, so we set Maddox to do that. And no mummies and or Vikings. We haven't had a Viking raid yet. We did have that one random mummy raid, which is weird because, again, like, the nearest desert is like... like 1,000 blocks away or something like that. So yeah, about 1,000 blocks away. So it's kind of weird because we don't really have one around us. But yeah, we had that one like early on in the series a little while back, but we haven't had one since. It's been all pirate or barbarians. But yeah, so the research I did yesterday was the biodegradable one, and actually we could probably do the bone meal. Oh yeah, we could do the bone meal one now because with that upgrade. And then I did the let it grow because, you know, for the plantation. Let's run up and sleep, and then we'll grab some seeds and we could get started on that research there too. I try to stay up with it when we can, when we have the stuff. All right, Maddox started working on the tower there. You could include the rails in your road system. Yeah, because that's something that we could do, like, in the median or something. So I have considered that as well, you know, as a possibility. I'm thinking about doing it underground. Are they okay to... Okay, they didn't all go to sleep yet. Did they, can they cross rails? I know that's like a, you know, like a random question, but are they okay with crossing rails, the colonist there? Excuse me 1 second. So yeah, so if it depends if they can cross rails. And that if they can cross rails, maybe we could do it above ground. There we go. Yeah, the guard tower level 3. Yep, so we'll get the last one up to level 3, and then we'll be in really good shape, I think. There. Speaking of the name of your colony, is it mainly important for multiplayer, which will eventually get interesting considering the MineColony devs mentioned trading and other multiplayer related things. That would be cool. But I know you can do like a server, like you could do it with like, you know, I know with multiple colonies, you know, I think that would be really cool, you know, to eventually do. Like setting up trading in that between the colonies would be cool. And that, I think it would be cool. I think it would be really cool to do a multiplayer server, you know, with MineColonies. I think that would be a lot of fun. There, what was I looking for? Oh yeah, we gotta make a bed. I think we have to get a spruce door. And let's take a look and see what our stone situation is. I don't know if I had any more. I'm about to melt some down, or I might have some in the furnaces. We'll go take a look as well. They do cross rails. Okay, great. Yeah, I'll have to... I thought about doing a subway because part of what I thought up here was kind of like doing the rail is, you know, we have the storage area down here and then the smelting area over there. I thought about up here because we would obviously have a rail line run through here because again we have a lot of buildings here, you know, going all the way down. But I kind of thought about I kind of thought about doing like the rails underneath the road and then doing like a subway system like on both sides, or that, you know, maybe the one on this side would kind of branch off and curve a little bit more to the other builds, and then the other one would be more like a direct line like across the colony. Is that all we have is 24? We have some stone bricks. Stone bricks in a couple places. Polished andesite. Alright, we might have to smelt some more stone down. Also, I think I don't know if one of the mods is conflicting with this, but for some reason blast furnaces are not working. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's probably some mod that's like messing with this, but I think that for some reason my blast furnaces are not working. Which, I mean, I haven't used lava that much before like this series, so I don't know if it's like something with the lava. We'll just... Oh. Got some cooked fish. Alright, it's probably going to get warm down here. And that... Cool, yeah, civil engineers too, like, yeah, the colonies can close it. Okay. You try building an underground rail network once your people barely... Or they barely ever used it. I guess it's because they walk slower underground, so they avoid the... Oh, okay. That's something to keep in mind then too. I wish I could get them to drive cars. That would be something. Right? Have some rush hour traffic coming through the colony here. Yeah, when you have researched the rails, the colonists love to ride around the colony. Oh, for sure. Yeah, we'll definitely look to do it at some point. Regarding servers, you would honestly love a small community server with the MineColonies, but hosting servers is expensive. Yeah, that's the one drawback. You know, I think to it is because, again, like, it's tough to do, and then you have to have someone kind of like manage it and that, and, you know. I haven't managed one before, so I don't know. I mean, I know it's hard to... I think it's kind of hard to manage, but you'd have to have a bunch of stuff probably like in place to make sure that people aren't griefing and that. But again, if you have people you trust and then everyone just kind of, you know, has that mutual understanding that, you know, we have to be respectful, you know, of other people's colonies and that. Even though, like, I think because there is that built-in protection, isn't it, that you can't just go into someone else's colony and, like, essentially just mess with it. But I think, you know, like, with the editors and that, so I think, like, within the certain space, you know, they can't really, you know, mess with your colony, so that's a good thing. We could probably get the bed together. Let me get the iron out of here. I forgot we're going to need a second bed. And that, yeah, you had a miner stuck once in their building because there were tracks as deco. Really? Okay, that's good to know. It was Asian style. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's what used the... Interesting. So you gotta be mindful of those, like, kind of the glitchy aspects of it. We are coming down here for red wool. Whoa, I have to back out in a second. There, and... Oh, that's right, we had some red dye. Right here. Use up the rest of our red dye. I already have red dye. So. Alright, red wool. 3. And do I have any planks? No. Wed. Bed. Here we go. Alright, and then we'll go check on the smelting. What do I have? Could have some white wool left. Let's keep that down here. Great. We're running low on wool too. Also, inside the county borders, only the owner and the assigned officers can do anything. Yeah, I know, because obviously I haven't played around with that a lot, but I've seen it in, like, our own, like, the county GUI with, like, assigning roles and everything. So, I mean, that's pretty cool, though. Like, you can essentially have someone work on the same county, like, with you if you wanted to, do that. But it's, like, a nice protection feature, because could you imagine, like, someone coming in and, like, griefing, like, because, again, like, I mean... like, we've seen how much work, like, this takes kind of getting started. And, like, you guys obviously know from playing in your own worlds, like, it takes a lot to get to, like, even this point, which we have a long way to go still. But again, like, I look at where we were, a couple months ago and that, and, like, how far we've come since then. And, I can't imagine someone coming in and, like, griefing it and, like, tearing it down. That's why I'm, like, paranoid and I make backups of the world, like, every couple days. 'Cause I'm, like, afraid that something's going to happen. There. 28, 29. All right, 46. But he'll need some slabs too, it looks like. He's going to need some torches, stone bricks, and then, okay, so we're going to have to let that run a little bit more. Yeah. Sinjin has found that T-junction in a rail system that may cause traffic jams. Interesting. I'll have to go check out some of his vids in that and see on there, because that sounds interesting, too. In multiplayer, if someone annoys you and keeps coming, you could set the guards to specifically attack them. Oh, that's cool. There's, like, immediately upon entry into the county, destroyed. All right, and we guess we can make some stone bricks too, because we need some cobblestone slabs too. Oh, actually, I have enough stone. We could probably. I'll grab some cobblestone. Let's head over to Maddox. Let's cool down too. There, so we'll hop on down here. Okay, and what I might do very quickly, and then though too, is I might just back out, because I noticed that the frames have been dropping. Usually if for some reason, I don't know why it does this, like, at the beginning, but if I back out and come back in, it usually fixes it. So let me just back out very quickly, just to restart the game, and we'll be right back. Okay, and we're back here. Hopefully it'll load back up. There we go. Yeah, looking a little bit better here. So awesome. There. If a multiplayer server, if a server ever comes to exist in this little community, I kind of really want to build a full fortress style. That would be really cool. I have thought about it, you know, a little bit about doing it, you know, eventually at some point. I guess on that note too, I should say. Oh, she must have came from there. I was just wondering, I'm like, why does she have no iron pants? Okay. Let's make her iron pants very quick. We'll come back on that. Actually, let's drop this off. That's right, but I think she had some... That's right, we upgraded there. I'll have to get them in iron armor. I was just thinking, I'm like, why? I'm like, they should have it. I just gave it to them like last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you know, and I should say too, I want to thank everyone very much, you know, over the weekend, or I think yesterday, yeah, over the weekend, we crossed 400 subs. You know, I'm very honored, and thank everyone very, very much. I'm very happy that there's like a lot of interest, you know, in this mod pack, and that, you know, I have so much fun playing it. And, you know, if I didn't stream, you know, I would be playing this anyway, so it's cool getting to hang out with all of you, and, you know, I learn a lot of new stuff along the way. Let me give him the bed too. So, you know, like, I thank everyone very, very much. I couldn't have envisioned, you know, when I started. See what else he needs. Spruce door, cobblestone, slabs. I couldn't imagine have, you know, this much support. So I'd like to thank everyone very, very much for all the support. In that we're actually only, you know, about 600 or about 597 away. So about halfway there to 1,000. So I'm very grateful for everyone there. But yeah, so a server, you know, I would definitely consider doing so maybe down the line. And that I've thought about it a little bit. You know, maybe eventually, you know, figuring out something, you know, because I think it would depend how many, you know, how many people we could get into like a world. Like, I wouldn't want it to become like something that's like very massive, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to be for it to be like too like exclusive, because I would want people to be able to come in. But obviously, I mean, the map is like super big, but I feel like we'd all have to space out a little bit. So, you know, I thought about it a little bit. You know, I would definitely be open to maybe something like that in the future. And that too. There. Yeah, the fortress is interesting, but very survival unfriendly. Yeah, I've heard fortress, and then jungle, I think, was another one that I heard that was also something that was like, it was hard to craft. Like, you had to use like a lot of vines for a lot of stuff. So I've also heard that as well there. And yeah, we could definitely, John, we could definitely check out the miner and the fisherman. Not much has changed, I don't believe, with them. Stone bricks, we need 28 still. Oh, there comes Maddox. But we'll check them out very shortly. There. Oh, I have a little bit of extra. We'll give it to him. He can... They always come in here and like interrogate him to get right up in his face. Give him all of those, all of those. Spruce. Do I have any spruce wood on me? I do. Not that much though. There. Fortress, jungle, space war, and hive are all hard builds. Hive, that sounds like that would be really hard. Yeah, space war. I haven't seen any Space War ones. That would be cool, but I can imagine, especially early on, like getting the amount of resources. I mean, for some of them, you know, because again, like for us, you know, we did some prep work. Or, oh, you're hot. You know, we did some prep work in advance of, you know, like setting up farming and gathering some material. You know, in retrospect, I wish we did a little bit more at the beginning. But, you know, we did some. But I figure for some of those harder ones, like, that's got to be really hard to do at the beginning. Okay, 6 torch and a spruce door. No, sure. There it is. I don't know why the doors weren't showing up before. That was weird. And I'll make him some cobblestone wall. So, and then he needs some more torches. Alright, he'll get 6, I guess. That's all we have on us. There. Cave wood and oak are, yeah, easy at the start. Yeah, that's why we did a lot of, like, oak and stone. Just because, again, like, that's such a plentiful material to have. That's really why, like, I chose this style. And that, because again, like, when we started this world, we basically did it for, like, it was for, like, this purpose. So it was like a brand new world. It wasn't like a world that I was already, like, established in and already had a base and, like, all that good stuff. Like, we were starting from, like, nothing. I built way more torches than he needs. I'm just going to dump them all, though, because he can dump them in the warehouse. That way the miner can have them, too. They pick up... Nope. That's how busy she is. She still doesn't pick that up. There. Yeah, Fortress has 2 issues. One, you need to plan... Yeah, I shut a lot of it. It's crazy puzzle in a way, and 2, it's distinguishing amounts of stuff. Oh, okay. Like some of the buildings, 1,000 cobble for level 1. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, because again, like, even these ones, it takes long enough to get some of these materials, so I can't imagine, with, like, just the basic builds taking that many, like, that's, like, so hard to even just build basic stuff. There. Cave got the issue that you build it underground, so you can't see the borders of the builds. Okay. Gotcha. I would probably, I think... Because I know that stone in that can be kind of boring, but I think, like, I like the way that this looks in the texture, like, in the texture pack. And that, like, the way that it kind of looks. So, like, I think, like, if we weren't using, like, shaders and, like, the texture pack in that, like, I might, or specifically the texture pack, I guess, like, I would probably be like, this is kind of boring, like, the look of it. But I think the style looks very cool. I'm just going to give them all the doors. Alright, you should have everything. Or was it True Dwarven? Okay, okay. One or the other, though. There. Alright, out he goes. Let's check on Emmy. I'm sure Emmy probably needs something. I have to make one of these resource scrolls for her, too. 4 bookshelves, 41 stone brick. Oh. Okay. Oh, she's got a lot of demands. Okay, the bookshelves. Oh, that's right. Actually, I'm gonna have to take that. I lied. I'm gonna have to take that paper back from that from that box because we're gonna need paper. Might have to let this just like AFK with like sugarcane and that, so we can get like a lot more paper. And I think we're gonna have to do that coming up. Is it still in here? Yeah, we're gonna have to take that out. I'll leave the books in there. We need 6 bookshelves. It is definitely summer. I can see that it's very hot. 14. So we're too short. If I take the 3 books out of here, which I guess we can do, we'll go cool off in just a second. All right, so we just got to get, I could take some more, I'll just take some sugar cane down from over here, so we'll be good. Let's just cool down very quickly, though. There. The fun thing about Fortress is that the buildings at level 3 get fully built-in rails. I guess that, okay, that makes sense, yeah. That's really cool, though. That is really cool. So it's kind of, it's like worth it. Because again, like, it's like anything else, like it'll take a lot of time to do it, but like, I'm sure it looks like amazing after it's done. Too. The getting there will be hard, but, so that's cool. I have extra. Well, Actually, Maddox, come here. Take. Come here, Maddox. I don't have to run all the way over there right now. Oh, sorry. That's really bright. Yeah, Fortress is incredibly efficient. Yeah, but a nightmare to build, and you really like the challenge. I think that would be a cool challenge. I mean, you know, we're obviously very like far away. Like I can't see any circumstance like anywhere in the near future that like we would start over or like start a new world and like, you know, that, you know, I know a lot of like streamers in that obviously with like 1.18, they started over because again, you know, like that was such a huge update. But, you know, for the most part with like the ancient cities and that, you know, in 1.19, like I haven't played 1.919 like at all. Basically at all. So, you know, like I haven't really been like, you know, missing it. I know that there's some cool stuff in there, but like it wasn't anything to me. Like 1.18 was huge because with the caves and cliffs, that really changed all the terraforming. But, you know, at least for the near future, I don't see them releasing any kind of update that does like a drastic change that would be like, you know, we got to start over because we want these new features in our world. Okay, I think that's all of those. All right, let's also go sleep. There's a video tutorial specifically on how the fortress style works, and I believe it's like 30 minutes. Oh, wow. To just even just like explain it out. And then I'll have to take a look. And I'm curious to see the other, you know, other people's builds in that. Like I said, too, on our Discord as well, always feel free to post pictures of your own colony. And that as well, I always love, you know, I love seeing them. You know, I know people have shared in the past. I do love seeing the pictures of them. Especially the different styles in that, because again, my style is so basic in that. So, you know, I would definitely would really like to see other people's, like, how they look. And that too. So always feel free to post pictures, you know, there of like your own colonies and that. All right, we're just going to break all of this down, and then this is perfect because that way I can... Yeah, we're definitely in summer because that's growing very fast, but... Okay, and I'll make a bunch of books, and then we'll put the rest... We'll drop the rest off at the box, and she can take it away. What do I need? I'll have to break down more here. All right, we just need one more. All right, I'll put the rest of the books there. And I think we're done with the leather for now, so let me just put that up there. Oh. I probably could just run it over to the warehouse just because we're like right here. But I'll have to go check on the stone. Let me just drop these off while we're somewhat over here. Oh, she only need 4? Oh, shoot, I thought she needed 6. Oh, she can have them. 4 stone brick stairs. Do I have any stone left? I don't know if let's see. Stone brick. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Yes, okay. Oh, 41. Oops. Okay, 4 green carpet. 2 spruce door. Why just gave them the Maddox? Let's see, we can probably make spruce doors very quickly. Do I not have... Oh, shoot, am I like out of... Yeah, alright. I'll have to go lift some from there. Hey, Talon Gray, welcome in. You like MineColonies? Well, glad to hear it. Welcome in. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. Sadly, I recently lost my medieval oak world, so I got nothing to show. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I always, with this one, like I said, I have like I put it on a flash drive. Like I do back it up and then I copy it over to a flash drive. I have it saved to OneDrive. Like I have this saved, you know, in a couple different spots. I would just be, you know, if we ever lost this, I wouldn't know what to do here. So I do make backups like very frequently of it there too. What are we upgrading now? So Maddox is working on the other guard tower, so he should, I'm guessing he should be building. I think he has everything. And we're also upgrading the school, so that's what we're getting Emmy to work on now. So we're getting some of the material there. We have to go get the stone out of the furnaces. There. Minor check, yeah, we could head on, we'll head on over just as soon as we get Emmy's, like the stuff squared away for Emmy. There too, and then the fishermen too. We'll take a look there. Great, let me get these out. Alright, I could just drop some of the stuff off at the warehouse, because I think we're just going to go get some spruce planks from there, or some spruce wood from there. But it's quite the hike across now. Over here. Alright. I don't know if I showed this on stream. I meant to do it. If I didn't do it, I meant to do it on Friday when we were having the issues. But yeah, so this is looking great. I don't think she's put anything up here yet. So we definitely don't have a storage issue anymore. Let's get some spruce wood. There we go. Let me put... I'll sort everything in a second. I'm just going to put all the paper in there and the books. And let's grab some more spruce too. Sort. That's such a cool feature. Alright. So it'll come sort every so often. Very cool. There. Alright. Let's get the spruce stuff over to her. Alright, so we have to make a spruce door. Break down a few more here. Spruce door. There we go. Alright, I'll have to make the frame cobblestone. Glass. I think I'll have some. I'll have to run back to the town hall. Spruce stairs 11. Stairs. Oop. 8. Shove 1 extra. Alright, looks like Maddox finished there. We'll also have to upgrade their armor. 2. I'll have to get carpet too. It's got 8 glass pane. Let me give her that too. So I got to clear some stuff out of here. Let's give her the extra spruce door too. Is there anything else? I give her that. She could just put that in the warehouse or whatever she wants to do with that. That's been sitting there. Plain oak planks. All right, let's head on over here. So plain and oak planks. She just wanted with cobblestone, I believe, right? Plain oak planks. So I think she needed 6. There. Yeah, we have a level 3, the warehouse gets a sword button, and that sorts Rex. Yeah, so it is level 3. So we finally got it up to there, which has been great, because I sorted it, I sorted it, well, twice now. You know, in that it's been great, because like I said, like, they're obviously the courier isn't so great at, like, you know, putting the items in the same, like, area, so you'll have, like, you know, a couple pieces of, like, steak in one chest, or raw beef, I should say, in one chest, and another, you know, it's like 20 there, and then 20 in another chest, 20 in another chest. So, plain horizontal. and oak planks. She only needs 2 of those. Let me just get these. Point horizontal. There we go. It's the first time I crafted those. All right. Did she get the window? I don't think I gave her all the... Get some glass from in here. And then we just need the green carpet. And that, yeah, level 3 for the sword option on the warehouse. Yeah, per the wiki there. Yeah, as a person who tends to hoard everything in the warehouse, I really appreciate the sword and search function. No, seriously, I mean, you know, that's a nice feature. Like, the reason I built my own storage area was just because, you know, we were always running low on... We've been running low on space for a while, so I figured, like, just keep some of my stuff, like, separate, and then, like, the specific stuff for the colony to put into the warehouse. In that, but, you know, maybe eventually we'll look to migrate, you know, some of our stuff into there. Like, I definitely see us putting enough iron in there and enough material in there so that, you know, like our colony, like, I figure we're going to have to top up on materials every so often. So, like, iron, for example, like, you know, I'll just drop it in the what's that box called? There, like, the, was it post box? Not post box, is it? I can't think of the name of the box right now. Let's cool off quickly. Yeah, we're definitely in the middle of summer. There we go. Should start putting in like more water features so I can just quickly run into the... A stash box, that's what it is. Carpet. Excellent, I already have green wool. How much carpet can we get from that? The 6, I think. What did she need? She didn't need that many. That might actually be enough. Let's see, she should be... here. Just drop this off to her if she's in here, or I can just run back and drop it in her hut, but maybe she ran back. Let's drop it in her hut there. Yeah, the stash box. I couldn't think of it for a second. I'm like, is it post box? Post? I think of Postmates for some reason. All right, well, I think she's in here running around. Hello. Oh, she only needs 4. All right, I'm going to give her all these glass panes, too. Give her the extra carpet. There we go. So she should be all set, too. I think. Oh, nope, I misspoke. 45 stone brick stairs, 1 cobblestone stair, 48. Does she need more glass panes than that? I mean, we have a ton of glass, so that's not an issue. Yeah, okay, I think she took all of them. Ones, I think she said 1 cobblestone stair. And then the stone brick there. Make enough of these. Did she say 40 something? Let's make a bunch. They could just store whatever, because I'm sure we'll need them in other builds. Alright, if it was 46, we'll have to make a little bit more, but I'll run this over to her so she doesn't have to run all the way back. Which is why a lot of times if you see me trying to track down the... Nope, we can't even run. If you see me trying to track down the builder, a lot of times it's just me trying to save them, like, running back, and that way the, you know, the progress keeps being made. 45, what am I, 1 short? I think it was like 1 short. She can keep those. Alright, did I have any extra stone? Oh, I do. Okay. Let me just run over here. Let me just grab some water. Oh. Actually, I think we should leave that. Let me come over here. Put a cauldron in there, I guess, at the bottom. There, so you're sitting there and you're getting the new world set up and you haven't heard the stream for a while. Turns out I clicked off of it somehow. Oh, geez. Now that happens, like I said, like I'm one of those people, I tend to have like a lot of stuff open, so like on my computer at the same time, I lose stuff all the time on there. Too, so I get it. Alright, so we need literally one more. Stone brick and stone stairs. Oh, we need one more. There we go. Man, are we hot? Definitely the middle of summer. Probably could just take the armor off while we're not battling, but... Also, the other thing I still need to figure out, too, I just got into thinking about death on here. The Endermen on here, apparently through one of the mods, have become invincible. I'm not sure which mod did that, because we found out the hard way. Because we've had some guards die, which I finally turned it off. Their ability to like attack Endermen because they will go after them. But it turns out now that Endermen are like invincible somehow. And you know, we were standing literally in one of the houses, and I took like 50 swats using the stone sword at it, and it was still like alive. And that, so I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what mod made them that way. You know. But it's something I'm going to have to figure out because I don't like that. Although we haven't really seen it because we usually get one that spawns like up in this area over here and he kind of teleports around here. So... Sorry, so this sends off a quick text message. Okay. Yeah, so I have to figure out why that Enderman is invincible. I'm not exactly sure why one of the mods did it. Well, actually, no, it wasn't a stone sword. I was using our diamond sword. I believe I was using our diamond sword there because I've been using this one now for a little while. This one's got looting on it. But I also tried to hit it with the bow. I mean, the bow went right through it. But I mean, I tried to hit it with at least with an iron. Definitely, I think it was a diamond one, but yeah. Try enchanting an iron sword and or get the chief sword again. Yeah, we do have the one. I just have to... It's like the durability on it's really bad right now. It's like very low. Can we do it with obsidian? Is that how you fix that one? I don't know if I have any obsidian still. I do. Let's see, because I have the anvil down here. Don't I? Yes. Actually, we gotta go get the sword. Let's take a look while we're waiting. Here it is. Yeah, 7 and 1.6 attack speed. So it's kind of the same as like a diamond sword. But it's just another one that kind of have like... It's good to have like a good backup one. Let's take a look there. Yeah. Oh, this research. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, we have to, I have to grab some seeds. Let me see if this does it. I can't... No. Can you even repair it, or is it just something... is unfortunately just something that, you know, like it's just going to break down. I thought someone said it was with obsidian. We need seeds. I think we need 64 of them. So let's take a look, because I was doing some research yesterday on the 2 that I mentioned earlier, and I didn't set up any other research. So let's take a look and see what else we can research. And that too. And then we'll also check on the miner and the fisherman's hut too. We'll check on those 2 right after. All right, but since we're right here, we'll just drop this off very quickly. And what was the research? Am I hot again? Wow, it's the bone meal one. Farmers harvest 10% crops. There we go. So we'll start doing that one. Stone cake. Stonemason's hut. 64 chiseled stone bricks. We could maybe also do that one. The other thing is, because right now I have the one, I could hire the one that I'm thinking about. We have a couple, actually we have 3 students, that's right. We have some, yeah, some high intelligence here. And actually, yeah, Madison might take over, because originally I was going to put Colt in here, but I think we're going to go with maybe Madison now. I just haven't hired a second one yet, because I was a little worried about not having enough for, you know, for the for some of the other buildings we want to do coming up. And that, so, you know, we'll let that one run for now. I could hire the second one, because again, we do have 3 extra people. I just have to make some chiseled stone bricks. But that would be, you know, but yeah, so we'll let that other one research. The Chief Sword has enchantments on it, though. Okay. Yeah, the one thing is, because this one, it's not going to last too much longer. That one, the durability is almost out, because I was using that one originally before we got the diamond one, and then, you know, we were running kind of low on it. Let's see what's going on here. I think, did he need stuff, or is he... Okay, he needs some stuff. 8 oak signs. Let's see, I think I should be able to make this drop. Drop this in here. And so far, I mean, I think the blacksmith's working, because again, I have it where they're keeping 3 pickaxes in there. And that seems to be working. Oh, we got to deck them out in iron gear too. The other ones. We'll do that right after too. Let's sleep. We'll check the miner, the fisherman, and then we'll deck them out in some iron gear. There we go. Yeah, you should always have research running. Yeah, the biggest thing was we had, up until recently, we had researched everything that we could, like, essentially research. And we were kind of, like, stuck because we either needed the building or we didn't have the material. So that's kind of why, like, we were, and then it kind of just, like, we had to kind of, like, stop for then because, like, there, you know, we needed to upgrade the university and we didn't have some of the material that we needed. But now that we have more, yeah, I've been trying to stay on top of it a little bit more. There are certain things because I wanted to get the plantation one going. Because, yeah, it takes like an hour. It does take like a little while. It does take a while to get through some of them, you know, half an hour or an hour. And that stonemasons can do all the stone focus crafting, so stuff like cobble stairs, and that would be great too. Like I said, there we could use. I wish we could build everything at the same time, because I could use like a lot of these different, you know, buildings and that. So yeah, we could definitely look to do that. I mean, we could hire the second researcher. I've just been holding off right now because, again, like generally we just do the one at a time, and that not the most efficient, I know, but it's like I said, we're just kind of bottlenecked by like what building or what materials we have, I should say. Okay, let's go check out the miner, the fisherman, and then we have to do some decking out and some iron gear. That way all this leather armor is finally gone. Let's see, did he just need the Rashid? Where'd she get? Oh, she got away. Alright, let's take a look here and see what we got. I also taught, you know, I should have taught him a while ago, but I taught him to make torches. There. Does he need torches? Let's see. He's got him pretty far down. He's got a lot of nodes. They're looking pretty good. He's come back with some good stuff. He came back with some diamonds in that. Is there a crafting table in here? Let's see how much. Okay. I think we have coal in other places we'll have to go. Get, yeah, you keep those. Those extra ones there. Yeah, you know the feeling of wanting everything at the same time, but that's exactly what makes you have like 20 to 25 people with like only level 1 buildings and even considering looking at level 3. No, and like I understand where you're coming from, because like, you know, if I could, like, you know, I would really love to have like everything, you know, just like do like, you know, like one every day or something, but I think it would be a little hard to do that. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to do. Like I said, especially like the stonemason, like, you know, and a lot of these other builds now, especially now that we have some more of the basic buildings that we can really go above and beyond. Maybe we can actually even, you know, we're a little bit ahead of the game tonight. Maybe we can look to start. Let's see, what did I put down for? I tried to put up a schedule. We're going to do the fisherman's hut to level 3 on Wednesday, and then we're going to build another house. And then Friday, right now, I had the forester, even though we might change that and do the courier's hut. Well, actually, we can have 2 going at the same time. What goes on here? So let's see, good, she's been stocking some more of this stuff. I've been trying to have them, like, keep... Even though I guess we don't need it as much, that was the original solution, was for them to keep some of the stuff here, like at their work blocks. Not like a ton, just like, you know, like 3 stacks, and then that way when she goes over, someone will come and collect them. Just because, you know, I was getting, like, I think the courier was too busy, because then they were getting pickup orders every time they were getting, like, you know, 1 fish or something. I mean, I could probably reduce it down from 3 stacks, maybe to 1, but I put those ones at 3 stacks just because we do have enough food. So I figure, like, just kind of let them stay here. But she's coming along well. I'm guessing if she picked up anything else, it might probably in the warehouse and that. Oh, yeah. I don't think he can craft fishing rods, unfortunately. The blacksmith. I don't think we could teach him. We're out of recipe slots, but I don't think you could probably teach. Can you teach him to do... Well, I do iron fishing poles. I wonder if he would be able to do that. Head on over here. And that, just rolling along singing a song. Exactly. The other thing, let's see, let's put the glass up here for now. And the extra sand. Which is that sand right there? It is. Okay. And I'll put the sugar cane up here too. And I'll throw the crappy leather one. We need to make all new iron armor for our last guard too. And now all our guards are going to be decked out in iron armor. And I can't remember if that one's an archer or not. I think we might convert that one over. Alright, we'll make 3. Alright, we might convert the one over because, again, A lot more of our attacks are ranged now than they are melee. Just because, like, we do have the wall. And that, so it's better for them to be able to, like, just shoot down. There and there. And have that one as well. Great. Alright, let's head on over to the other guard tower. Drop some of this stuff off. There. I set the minimum stack. That makes the courier bring the fish if they... Yeah, so... Yes, I am aware of that. The thing is, I set the minimum... I was setting the minimum stock originally because... Okay, so I'm only doing it for the items that are like, that we get a ton of to try to save space. So I was doing it originally, even though like we're okay on space now, so technically we probably don't even need it anymore. But I was doing it to try to, so that the courier wasn't having to run back and forth. But yeah, so originally I had run some of the stuff out. There is still some stuff, like some lingering stuff that like doesn't exist that like she might be doing. So there are some kinks to work out, but that was my main reason for doing it with the take that out. I guess he's melee. I kind of want to make him Zahir. Convert him over. There. Hey, Known Sniper, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in. Welcome. Alright, let me just build another bow. But yeah, so that was the main reason for doing that. It's because I was like really desperate about the storage situation. But now it's like we're in better shape. So I might look to scale some of it down. But it's just more of like the ones that have like a lot of blocks so that they hold some more. The ultimate goal is to keep it from the courier having to do like a pickup order every so often. So there was like an initial log jam, but I think we've worked through it a little bit more. We're gonna dispose of all the leather stuff. All right, he's got everything though, right? Yeah, we'll keep the sword too, but he should be all decked out. Great. Let's go dump the remaining leather stuff in the ocean. I guess let's check out what's going on with the school. I thought she would have enough. Maybe she needs some more stuff. There. Yeah, need arrows for the... Yeah, I think... Did they do more damage if they do have arrows? Though I thought I heard that somewhere, but yeah, you don't need the arrows for them. Originally, we were going to do a skeleton farm because of the, I got all the leather stuff. Originally, we were going to do a leather, or a skeleton farm because I wanted to get arrows, but once we got Infinity on our own bow, I didn't really, you know, I kind of put that in the back burner. We'll probably do a skeleton farm at some point, but that I didn't do the sugarcane one like as an episode or anything because there's a ton of them out there, and again, the style that I'm using isn't like the most efficient. There are definitely like way more complex redstone, you know, designs and that, you know, for that. So that's why I didn't make a video of it, because I'm like, there's enough videos out there of it, and again, mine's such a low-tech design and that, but it's good for beginners. I mean, it's, you know, it's something simple to do. There's a research that lets them consume arrows for extra damage. Okay. Yeah, I thought there was something there. Presumably we didn't do the research yet, but we will, you know, look to do that eventually. Need a Fletcher. Yeah, definitely on the list. You know, like I said, I wish we could build everything at the same time, because I would if we could. And that, but we're progressing little by little there. Am I tossing items away? Yeah, I'm tossing the old leather armor away just because, you know, I upgraded them to iron. We're not, luckily now no one else is using leather armor, so now leather can just be used for books. We don't have to worry about, you know, for armor, because we were always running extremely low on leather, but now that we have all iron, everyone's decked out in iron armor. We're all good. Alright, did she need anything? Where's my... Get the clipboard down here. You know what we could do? We could... Well, she's not going to have the 52 tropical fish. Yeah, the raw fisherman. 64 leather. We probably could. I'm gonna take down some of the minimum stock, I think, on some of these. And then we can... Okay, another iron fishing rod. What's going on with her? Because it looks like the construction stopped, but I'm not sure. I don't see her anywhere. Yeah, I don't know where she is. Yeah, the Fletcher will craft arrows, bows, fishing poles, wool paintings, and... Oh, okay. That's great to know. Definitely something, you know, that we'll look to do. Yeah, the MineColonies way for arrows is chicken farm, sifter, mine carpenter, lumberjack, and Fletcher. Okay. Yeah, I did see the sifter. The sifter was an interesting one to me, too, because I know they can get, like, a lot of material. You know, out of like some of the basic ones like diamonds and that, so that was definitely one that was like intriguing to me too. Arrows are tough to get. Yeah, I mean, because I think, you know, if we're going to supply them with arrows, it would probably be more so from like the skeleton farm, because yeah, there's like a lot of like getting there with like you said with the feathers, and you know that would be a lot to get there. So I'd probably have to have like an auto farm and like AFK there every so often, then they just take those arrows and, you know, bring them over and stack them for them. So yeah, that'll be, you know, eventually down the road if we do that. Is she sick or something? I just... Oh, there she is. 5 stone brick, okay. Alright, let's get some more stone brick there. You DM me the Minecraft wiki on the Fletcher, thanks, John. They're one of the most important forgotten Fletcher recipes are beds for building houses. Well, that's really nice, because like I said, like that's you know, we're gonna look to put up, like I said, we're gonna look to put up another house on Wednesday. I was coming down here for stone brick stairs, right? We luckily have some extra citizens, but right now, but I want to keep adding to the ranks. Yeah, the combat academy was definitely something that like was also appealing to me. Is she gonna keep the double doors thing going? Where'd she go? She's still here, or she run back? Might have ran back. Yep, does the colony have a blacksmith? Yep, right over there. So he knows 10 recipes. So that was our last episode, was the blacksmith. There. I was wanting to get a blacksmith because that way they could craft tools, and it has been working out. And that, so... Alright. She only needs 5. Give her the rest. Alright, let's cool off. For some reason, like, when you step right down here, I don't know if it's, like, the slightly lower elevation. Like, when you step down here, it's, like, it's not as hot. For some reason, our colony, like, up here on top of this hill seems to be, like, an incredible hotbed. Which is very interesting. Because it's really, like, this area, like, here. Especially this area, like, right over here. is like an extremely hot area. That's where we always seem to have heat issues. But then the interesting thing is if I stand over here in AFK, you know, like we tend to get like really cold in this area down here, which it's not that much of an elevation drop. So I'm not sure like why there's such a difference. Like this is more of like a mild, you know, summer temperature, but colder winter over here. But over here, it's like, you know, extremely hot in the summer, and then it's like, you know, decently, you know, mild in the winter. And that very interesting, you know, thing there. Yeah, since you're focusing on archers, you won't really need the combat academy for the knights. The main reason I was thinking about doing the combat academy was I was thinking about doing it kind of as like, because that should train them, that trains them. Actually, I should ask that. Does it train them in adaptability and strength? Because I was going to use it more so for like a feeder to the nether miner position. And that was kind of like my thinking behind it, because yeah, we could probably use like the one for archery, because again, like it kind of makes more sense. Like we're still going to have some knights obviously, but I've been trying to convert some over more so to archery, because again, we have the walls, so it's easier for them to shoot at them than it is for the hand-to-hand combat there. But you think, yeah, you will need one level 1 combat academy for the archery. Yeah, so adaptability and stamina are the knight stats. Can they get those in the combat academy? I mean, I'm guessing yes, because that would be the feeder for that, because that was my thinking for that, was essentially like if I could get them through the combat academy and they could get their levels up, and then, you know, over time we could use that one as like the nether miner in that. So that would kind of be like a training program for that, and then that way we could let people train there for like a long while. Knights are meant to be the tanks, and the archers are the damage dealers. Gotcha. Yeah, I think we haven't had like a ton of like hand-to-hand combat recently. You know, the barbarians were maybe the closest, but even then, like, not... I don't think any of them got over the wall, actually. No, none of them did, because I think I took them all out. Well, let me just see. There's a bunch of them. Also, we should try to pay for the barbarian one. I should get some gold and try that out. Adaptability 24. Ability 30. But strength of 9. There. Yeah, the Combat Academy raises adaptability and stamina. Archery gives you adaptability and dexterity. Okay. For the nether miner, would you say that strength, or would you say that adaptability is more important for that, or are they both equally important? That was my main thinking with like the Combat Academy, was more so for that, because I would like to get that going again, because the nether, with the mods that we have installed, has become an even scarier place than it already was, and we don't really have a nether fortress anywhere near where our current or our portal is. It's about 500 blocks or so away. Like, it took a lot to get that gilded blackstone for it. I'll have to sleep in a second. I also say I might have to just quickly back out again, because it looks like I'm getting a drop in frames again. All right, we'll sleep in just a second here, and then we'll sleep in just a second, and hopefully get the school done today. There as well. The nether changes don't matter. Yeah, where am I looking at? Archery gives... okay, level 4 barracks yet. No. So we just got it up to level 3. I don't even have a level 4 builder's hut yet. So, yeah, we gotta get... I'm gonna try to get some of these buildings up to level 3 first, before we, like, start upgrading our builder's hut. And that... So level 4 is a little bit away, and even then the level 4 one for the for the builder, it's like it requires a lot as well there. Alright, so let's check in on the school and see what else she needs, if anything. So we can get that one all wrapped up for today. Yeah, strength, the amount of loot, adaptability, survival. Okay, so adaptability, because, you know, like I said, like the thing that I want is like I'm just concerned because again, like the longest we had was like 15 minutes. So, you know, I mean, if we could get someone that can like stay longer, like I said, like if they come back with a modest amount of like, you know, material each time, like that's fine. You know, I'd rather just have like the longevity of it so we just don't have like as much turnover. Like I know it's inevitable that we will have turnover, but I just don't want it to be, you know, that like every 15 minutes we're losing someone, because that's too much. But if we can get at least like a little while, you know, like I don't know what the realistic expectation is, like if that's measured in days or weeks or like, you know, what that is. But, you know, I know it's a dangerous position, but I you know, I just want the person to be able to survive in that, yeah, adaptability. The nether changes don't matter. Okay. Yeah, adaptability is the primary for the nether miner. So what do you think about like a level 30? Like one, do you think that's high enough? Because again, last time I think we sent like a level 22 and that was like the 15-minute, you know, one. So, you know, because we do have some guards that are level 30 adaptability. You know, like, do you think that they might be equipped for that? They'll be able to survive longer than a little bit, because I decked the other one out in like full gold armor, everything, full gold everything, and like they, again, only 15 minutes. There. And excuse me 1 sec, because the frames have dropped down again, so I'm just going to back out very quickly. So hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. The frames were kind of dropping off again, so I just wanted to, you know, quickly restart. That always seems to do the trick of getting the frames up a little bit. 40 adaptability sounds safer. You think that it's really an investment, though? Yeah, I mean, no, it definitely is. I think it's just, you know, because again, if we can get them consistently coming back with some stuff so we can do like brewing, and that's kind of like my thought there. You know, with it. So yeah, maybe we'll hold off then on moving anyone over, because again, if the combat academy can get them up a ways, you know, if a ways, like if it could get them up to level 40 or near there, because then maybe, you know, we could just again use that as like a direct trainer, you know, to get them into adaptability and then get them, you know, into, you know, the nether miners. So we'll have like some extra people, which is why we'll put up extra houses. And again, you know, like we'll put the extra people, you know, either in the library, you know, well, obviously the school, and then the library or the combat academy or whatever, and let them train out. Yeah, and it was just a little bit of a frame drop off. Yeah, for some reason, like, I don't know if it's just like the I'm not sure what causes it, but usually if I just back out and come back in, like, it helps with the frame rate a little bit there, because I tend to lose a little bit with Streamlabs, unfortunately. Off of there. Alright, she's gonna need 21 torches. Where do I have coal? I know we're gonna have a bunch of... Oh, let me go to the warehouse. We should have a bunch of coal there. I'll have to mine some of it, or break some of the blocks very quickly. There. How goes the school build? It looks like we are almost done. That's my other goal, to finish that up for today. So it looks like she's asking for torches, so that means that she must be towards the end. Oh, nice. Alright, so we'll take 1 stack. Alright, let's come up here. There we go. Let's break some of it down for now. So we're almost there. You could have a setup, like have your people get a new child to get intelligence at the school, and then maybe continue in the library to a bit to the combat academy. That's actually, you know what? Yeah, I think that's a great idea, because I know with the higher knowledge, we talked about that earlier, you know, I mean, that can help a little bit too. So that's like a really great idea, because I think that would be like a great system to kind of have. So like if we have people kind of like, you know, set up like that, you know, because right now we have 3 extra people, and that way they're just like, they're hanging out the library, you know, getting their intelligence up right now. But yeah, if we could get some of these other skill-based, you know, like academies, it was like the combat one, because yeah, we could start the child off like at the school, and then get them into the library for a while, and then get them over to the combat academy, and then essentially, like, you know, it'll be a little while before we get the system fully running, but then, you know, and I know it's kind of like, you know, we're sending them off to die, but, you know, we'll kind of have like a successor waiting in the wings, so like we'll kind of have like a backup ready at the combat academy, and then like that way they'll have the intelligence, the knowledge, and the adaptability in that, and, you know, that way, you know, it could just be like a constant feeder into there. So that's kind of my, yeah, that's a great idea, because I think that would work out, I think, really well. And if the nether miner dies, yeah, a new child gets born and repeat. Exactly. So that's why, like, yeah, if we have a constant person kind of like waiting in the wings, you know, there, that way we could just substitute someone else. And yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a bit morally dubious, but yeah, it works. Yeah, I mean, you know, I guess it's one of those things where it's just like, it's like with the guards, you know, I mean, like, we've gone through a bunch of guards and that, like, it's just the nature of like that position and that. But unfortunately, some of these jobs are going to be harder than other like jobs. And that torches, let me make some torches. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I think that's a great system, because at least that gives enough, that gives more than enough, or like, you know, we'll have someone constantly in that position. And, you know, we're in a spot now, because again, we're going to be putting up extra houses, we're going to have extra, you know, citizens, so it can be to the point that we can, you know, kind of like have that where they can do extended training. Because for the longest time, we were just kind of like, we had this, and we still kind of have to an extent, but not as bad as before, where we constantly have to slide someone into a position because we just don't have any, you know, coverage. All right, so she should be finishing this up. Doesn't look too different on the inside. I mean, just this, obviously. Is she going to take this wall down, or is it... Well, I guess we'll see. There. Yeah, no other stuff like the second hardest material group to get, so the nether miner isn't really meant to Run all the time. Okay, yeah, the nether stuff is like the second hardest material group. Yeah, and I mean, I think it'll just help a little bit because, and I mean, I guess at some point I'll also have to go in and like we'll have to go raid another fortress. Like I said, it's about 500 blocks away, but the nice thing is I do have a mod installed for like an obsidian boat, which helped a lot because again, I can cross through the lava oceans, you know, without needing like the, you know, like the fire, you know, like potions of fire and that, you know, for fire protection. So, yeah, that's, you know. Oh yeah, I was gonna make. I was gonna make another fishing rod. Yeah, builders first place in the new blocks and remove the blocks that shouldn't. Yeah. First place the new blocks and then I'll remove the blocks that shouldn't be there. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. All right, let's make a. Do I have sticks still? No. All right, let me make another. I'll make 2. We're gonna have enough string now since we have a bigger cotton farm. That's another mod, but again, that kind of saves the headache of like, you know, like, do we need to make a spider farm? I know I've seen like cave spider spawn like designs in that, but they look very like it looks kind of difficult because obviously they can fit into such small spaces. It's like tough to confine them. There. All right, let's check on the. Let's check and see how she's doing. Oh, actually, while we're over here, I think what we might also do, because we have a decent amount of our production buildings now, but the forester is still at level 3, so I think we are going to we're going to upgrade the forester. You know, I might move some stuff around in the schedule here, because what did I say I had for Wednesday? The fisherman's hut and build another house. Okay. I just want to see what this entails. Oh, that's not that much. Actually, we could probably do this on. All right, maybe we'll try to look to do this on Wednesday too. Because I'm thinking so we could have Maddox work on the fisherman's hut and the forester, and then we can have Emmy work on the blacksmith, because I do want to get the blacksmith upgraded as well. And then we're going to get another courier set up. Let's see what she needs. It looks like a lot more here. Some raw cod. Dried kelp block, we have one of those. Okay, it's doable. It's a little bit more material, but yeah, so we're going to get this up to level 3 too. So yeah, because I think on Wednesday we'll aim to do the fisherman's hut and we'll aim to do the blacksmith is our 2 upgrades, and then we'll start the forester's hut, and then we'll make sure, because I always want to leave a little bit of room, because sometimes I feel like I bite off more than I could chew in one episode or in one like stream or something. But some of these aren't that bad to build. There. Yeah, the level 3 forester gives sawmill research, which is the wood crafting building. Yes, I did see that one. That's a good point. And that would be great, because that way we can unlock the research for that as well. There, so the sawmill will be a good one too, because it would be nice to get the more crafting, you know, type buildings up now too. So that'll be great. So yeah, so we're going to look to do these ones, you know, on Wednesday. And, you know, I think the forester's one shouldn't take that long. And then Friday we'll look to do a courier's hut. And then, you know, maybe we'll put up another house or something like that too. And then I'm thinking next week I think we might have to tackle the university upgrade. I do want to get it up to level 3, and that way we can start doing the research to up our colony limit. So this is going to take, you know, because I might even like, you know, this is probably going to take a couple days to get this like all together. And that, so like I said, like that might be our next week is like working on like this. So I'm thinking, because I know we have to, I've been avoiding it, but we're kind of at that point because I mean, just look at all this stuff. Like I know, all right, the daisy we could probably get. I'm sure we could probably get the was that Lilium? We can probably get that too. I know we have a tripwire hook. We can get gray concrete. Birch. I'm not sure how much birch wood we have. I know I started. I don't know if the forester started doing it because I gave him some birch saplings and started putting them down, like as well. Because I have him doing like oak, spruce, and now birch as well. Because obviously we go through a lot of oak and spruce, but I figured some birch too because I noticed that they've come up in some. Yeah, also some I could craft roofs and they could craft roofs too and mix blocks. That's good to know. Man, I wish we could get all these done at the same time. I really do, because like you know how much simpler some of this stuff would be like if we could, you know, because again, like they would be like pretty much self-sufficient at that point. Redstone lamp, we can make that. We're running kind of low on redstone though. Birch sapling. Lantern's 104. So it's not terrible. Some of this stuff though, like it's gonna take like cyan. I've never made cyan carpet. Because I don't have I don't know. Alright, I'll have to take a look at that. Stone brick 2,644. Oh my. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is going to take a lot. 36 grass. Glowstone. I think we do have glowstone. We can make a detector rail. We do have beetroot seeds somewhere, I believe. A fern. Just look at that. Yeah. Yeah, redstone, bloodstone. Yeah, I like how they used a redstone for, like, blood and... It's like in the combat room or something like that. Like, that's how they put the... Isn't there blood on there, or is there not? I thought there was at one point. Alright, what is she doing with the school? I thought she was almost done. Oh, she's got the torches. She's almost done. Okay, that's almost done. So yeah, so that's going to be a lot, for sure. That's going to be a big build. I think that's going to pretty much be our next week. Is going to be like the university. I think it's going to have to be at this point. So we'll have to get ready for that. Two, we'll have to make sure that the miner and that are all up to, like, they have everything. That way he's getting enough cobblestone. Actually, he already needs 64 framed cobblestone. Let's do that while we're waiting. We're not just standing around. Actually, I could just break it down here. All right, and he wants framed, right? That's just double-crossed oak planks. Yeah. University is always a big project. No, for sure. And I'm sure it's true, like, in any, you know, like, any style or anything. Because, like, this was the hardest level 1 I think we've done. The hardest level 2. And, I mean, this is going to be the hardest level 3. I mean, if that's level 3, I can't even imagine what 4 and 5 are going to look like with this. But yeah, it's that's such a significant, you know, build. So that's going to take a lot. Like I said, I am anticipating that maybe taking like all of next week. All right, double crossed oak plank. All right, and she's done. Let's just drop these off very quickly. Let's go check out the school. But we got to do the university, so like that'll be something we'll just shoulder through next week. That'll be our week. The film. All right. Actually, I'm going to take off. I'm going to take off the cobblestone there. I'm going to start taking some of them down now. That was like like I said, that was like a measure for a while when we were having storage issues, but I left it on there. Some style have an easy university, but those tend to have expensive normal buildings. So it's kind of like a trade-off, you know, like with the then, because like, you know, the one's easier, but then the other ones are more like a bigger pain. And that, but that's, you know, that's good to know. Well, like I said, the other builds, I mean, for the most part, like, we don't really, like, the other ones, even the level 3 ones haven't been too demanding or, like, anything that's, like, crazy. So, you know, like, if it's just university, that's, like, a big one. Because obviously this is a massive building. You know, like, I'm good with that. Excellent. Yeah, see, I mean, because even then, like, this isn't that demanding to get this up. Well, nether brick stairs. It's not too demanding, like, to get this up. But right now, like, we won't really need any more, because, again, we don't really have any... This could stay... I just wanted to get this up to level 2, because I think that way we can have 4 students. Even though we're not going to probably have that many. We did for a little while, and unfortunately one didn't get their schooling, because we didn't have enough room. Or 2 didn't get their schooling. Okay. We're going to have to do the housing shift again, because I know he's like, he lives all the way down there, so we're going to have to start working on moving people around again based on their work areas there. The stone style is pretty nice. It's just a lot of stone. Yeah, I was going to say, because, like, I mean, it's like 2,600, so, like, I have a bunch of cobblestone. Like, we could definitely get it. Like, I don't think there's anything. I think it's just going to be a lot of, like, we're going to have to gather some stuff. Like, I might have to take down some more of the hill back here to get some more stone. I mean, that's like an ongoing project anyways, but I'll probably have to take a little bit more down and that. But I have no doubt, because like I said, like, you know, like now we have no problem with smelting at all, given that, you know, we have our lava farm here. And, you know, like I said, I don't know what happened to the blast furnaces, but, you know, we have enough here that, you know, it's not too difficult of a thing. Like, I could just put a bunch of stacks in there. And, you know, like, it'll take a little bit of time, but we can get it together. And that they'll run around and do some other stuff. And that, but yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. You know, we'll just tackle this one head on. Because at that point, I just wanted to see. Alright, yeah, it's taken a little while. I think at this point then, the buildings that we need to get up to level 3 then are the... Well, that aren't level 3 anyways, are the library, the school, the swineherd's hut, the cowhand's hut, and... Whoa, the forester, the fisherman, the blacksmith, the courier's hut, which I'm sure that's not too difficult to get that up. Oh, and the nether miner's still at level 1 too, isn't it? That's right, I didn't touch anything with it. That's right, I forgot. We should just kind of put a hold on this. We can look to upgrade this too. Magenta, purple. Oh, okay, that's not terrible. We just have to get magenta and purple there, but okay, we'll look to upgrade this. So we still have a decent amount to upgrade, but we're coming along here, so we'll have a bunch of builds up, a few levels here to level 3, and then, yeah, from there, yeah, with like 2,600 stone, you might want to first work towards a stone smelter first, so that goes smoother. Yeah, that's a good point. I think, yeah, I'll have to think about it. You know, because like I said, I was sitting down and looking at the MineColonies wiki, and like I said, the plantation we're just doing because, again, like, we just need paper and that to try to stay on top of everything. But, yeah, that's going to be a lot. I mean, I know we can handle it with, like, the capacity that we have. The other thing I want to do, because now that it's been running, let me see, because I do have the render distance and that turned down to try to, you know, preserve frames and everything. For now, when I'm just AFKing, I have everything turned up to the max, so that way the iron farm's going. and that, but I think we might have to let the sugarcane farm run a bunch. So a lot of big stuff coming up. Like I said, like I think plantation this week, but then I think we are going to start looking at some of like the stone work type buildings. I think we're going to start doing that right after the plantation too. And that, so let's just take a look over here quickly. How's our cotton doing? Coming along. I don't know if it's been ticking or not, because like I said, I have the render resistance down. No, not much has really happened. Let's see, this is 18 or 26. Okay, this went up by a little bit. All right, I might have to come over here in AFK. Or sand in the area anyways. There. All right, let's head back. Beautiful night. We still have more work to do on the wall too, to be honest, but the wall's been like holding up well enough for now, so like I said, it's not high on the list anymore. Getting the wall up initially was, but you know, like making the modifications and that now we're like, we could just do that whenever. And the other thing that we need to do, and it just became evident here because of how dark it got, we do got to do a better job of lighting the entire area up. So that is something too that we're going to look to do soon, because again, there are dark spots, you know, in a bunch of areas. But yeah, I do want to get like the entire area lit up. You know, making sure that we you know, so we try to minimize anything spawning here. Attacking, I don't think we got the message yet. The moon. Any second. We have some holdouts. Alright, I'm just going to jump in. We'll let them sleep the next day. I don't know why there was like a holdup there, but alright. But yeah, I'm really happy with the progress we made today. Like I said, we got the, you know, we got the 2 remaining guard towers upgraded. Got them fully decked out. We got the school upgraded. And, you know, we took care of some of the other miscellaneous stuff there. And I think we have a game plan coming up as well. So, yeah, I think we're going to leave it here for today, guys. Let me face this way because that's bright there. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in and hanging out tonight and for the great conversation per usual. If you did enjoy the stream, please consider dropping a like on the stream there. It does help a lot with the YouTube algorithm so that more people can find our community here. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It's free, doesn't cost anything. It does help the channel out tremendously. Again, we recently just crossed over 400 subs. We're at, I think, 403 right now. So thank you very much for all of the support and that. It's always very much appreciated. And that, so, yeah, John, good night. Thank you as always for stopping in and hanging out. And that Tezcat, thank you so much. It was great seeing you. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming in as well. There, we'll be back on Wednesday, and like I said, then we'll look to upgrade the blacksmith and the fisherman's hut, and then we'll hopefully start and hopefully finish the forester. There, take care, Tezcat. So thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, take care. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.